Right, so welcome back to Planet Arthur, and we've got our first ever guest on the series, George Clarkey, everyone. Why do you look so puzzled?
What the hell's Planet Arthur? Is that just a normal intro you do, or is this a new thing? What's happening?
No, I always do Planet Arthur. It's what I call my series on nature and stuff.
Oh, I see.
And as a fellow nature enjoyer, I was like, who better to join this series with me than you, my old friend?
Hell yeah, baby.
So today we're looking at two key features of nature. Nature is lit, where we see loads of really cool stuff, mind-blowing stuff. And then nature is terrifying, where we get all the just super scary, unexpected animal on animal.
Oh, I watch those videos normally.
Not legal. So let's just get started.
Oh, it's not even nature is lit, it's nature is fucking lit.
Yeah, it's quite extreme, but I can't swear early on in a video. So
Nature is frigging lit.
nature is freaking lit. And first up, we've got the grey-bellied night monkey.
It's the fanfic again, isn't it?
It basically is. We just got two cute little dudes.
Why is this lit? They're just existing. They're cool, yeah, but this isn't lit.
This is quite lit. It's very cute. It's like me, you, and Arthur. Mid-platform roulette. Just enjoying it.
And Arthur just barely surviving in the background.
Being 2 drinks down. Oh, this is cool. Eastern quolls fluoresce under certain types of light.
That looks like what scientists used to say brain lickers would do to you.
What's a brain liquor?
Did you never have a brain licker as a kid?
No.
It's not. It sounds like an Urban Dictionary thing, but it's actually just a sweet.
Oh, a sweet unit that's like blue. I thought this was like an
Yeah.
animal that like went along your smooth brain and just licked in the crevices.
Yeah, did you
Like a
never
little
have,
thing that looked like that and glowed blue.
Did you never have a little pet brain licker when you were a kid?
Like out in Bristol, they just have some weird little creature.
So what's this? Is that what they do under UV light?
Tasmania. This is how I knew that you were a nature enjoyer, because you were telling me about the Tasmanian tiger on the Bach and Arthur podcast.
Commonly known as the Tasmanian tiger, but among us naturists, it's known as the thylacine.
Also, a naturist is actually someone that just goes outside with their clothes off, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's naturalist. Also, don't say Among Us after that Simon Among Us episode. It's very triggering for me.
That's actually what my video is going to be. It's just us reacting to the comments section.
Anyway, Eastern quoll, Dicerius
That's cool.
vivarinus. That's very cool.
What's the necessity for that? I guess obviously there's no UV producing animal in the world. Just shits out UV rays. So like,
I don't really know. It could be like a sex selection thing where it's like that's how you get women.
what, you just like go to a rave like that?
Yeah, and girls have those like dots and UV stuff on their face, and you're just like, right, I've no idea why, but you're now a 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah. Get your possum out, girl.
Yeah. Ooh, these Atlantic white-sided dolphins showing why they're called Springer dolphins. Whoa,
Oh.
that's
Oh,
very
they're having
cool.
a domestic, so they're going on the Jeremy Springer show. I get it now.
It's a weird way of jumping out as well.
Yeah, they look broken right now. Why are they doing it that way
Yeah.
around?
I feel like we should call
That looks
the
like he's
veterinary
trying to
services.
just not be a member of this world anymore.
Yeah, it's like the reverse, like the way someone jumps off the Golden Gate Bridge, but gravity goes the other direction and they just come back down. It's actually really awkward. Imagine the first one trying it. I can't do this anymore. Just breaks through the water and is back down.
That looks like good fun though. They're just like chilling with their homies.
I feel like just being a pod of dolphins would be so fun.
How high do you reckon's the highest height a dolphin's ever jumped out of the water? Is that a thing that we can fact check?
I'm guessing 10 meters. What do you think?
3 miles, I reckon.
What?
First dolphin that entered space. Type that in because 100% they've broken the atmosphere.
Oh, I wasn't far off. 7.29.
26 feet is
26
crazy.
feet. That is mental.
That's like just shorter than me.
26 foot. That is 20 foot bigger than me. I bet Wales is even higher.
Well, Snowdonia definitely is.
I didn't get that one. What did you just say?
Wales, you said Wales is definitely higher. And I said, yeah, well, definitely Snowdonia.
Right.
Come on, what are you telling me?
Nice. Oh, this one doesn't say in the same way. They can launch up to... I mean, I don't know how reliable Discovery Plus India is, but they say in the description of their video, so not the best source, 40 feet,
Probably about 30 feet.
It's just Beetlejuice.
which is over 12 meters. That is sick. Yeah, about 12 feet.
If I dug a 6-foot hole.
How deep is that hole?
About like 20 feet.
What?
Oh, this is cool as well. I feel like they'd be a really peaceful one because they get all the like fun of flying, but it would just be so much easier work than being a bird.
Yeah. Did you know they used to have these? They they used to have some form of ray near, I think it was like Cornwall or Devon area. They used to have loads of rays. Did you know this?
No.
Yeah, they had like a big influx of rays. I think it was like what's it called when a predator is like introduced into the thing and it's invasive? It's an invasive species.
An invasive species, yeah.
But it was mistaking people's like rubbish and stuff they've dropped in the river like as fish. So like it was eating loads of people's like sunglasses and stuff that had been like dropped in the river. So all these rays were eating all these sunglasses, and in the end they had to have a ray ban.
No, it was a joke. I thought we were getting fun facts. I can't believe that whole thing was a set. The way your mind works is different. You know what? People are going to be... Because on this series, like, I often just go on stupid tangents about facts that, let's be honest, no one really cares about. So I bet people were just, like, zoning into expecting that. A Ray-Ban, for goodness sake.
I was figuring out where I was going with that halfway through the story. I was like, this is such waffle.
Yeah, you kept it going. You had me hooked as well. I was completely thinking. Anyway, next up, it's the goat.
That's why he's the goat!
Please do not climb on the rocks. That's what he thinks of your rules.
Oh my God. He's a little trailblazer.
What do people say? The anarchist goat. Sometimes the comments are so funny and sometimes they're so dead.
What did you think about the Among Us comments? Sometimes they're just so dead, man.
Oh, this is freaky. The hippopotamus.
Editor, please, when he's trying to say hippopotamus, stick in the clip from Big Daddy where there's the... Have you seen the film Big Daddy?
Where he goes
before?
like hip hop anonymous.
Hip hop anonymous.
Damn it!
Why are you giving her all the easy words?
You give him the easy ones.
Anyway, hippos are very scary. The hippopotamus is deceptively fast in water. It cannot swim well, so instead it gallops along the bottom of the riverbed. Look at it breaking
That's
through.
such a big head. I don't make any edits here. That's
Editor, make his head really big, like he's talking to himself.
That's such a big head. That's what I've always thought about a hippo is just the sheer size of the head. I don't understand why it's so big. Like compared to other animals, it's just so big.
They cause an estimated 500 deaths a year. That is mental. Can you imagine your final moments? Like, that head is not far off as big as you. It's not far off as big as your head. So just being eaten by that, compared with 22 for lions, that's crazy.
And they like cup at least 20 watermelons a day.
Yeah, they do. Have you ever seen the story of Pablo Escobar's hippos?
Yeah, where he brought them over from like Africa, didn't he? And then just had them in his little pond in Colombia. And then when he died, they all just started breeding and migrating, and now there's just a hippo population.
Yeah, because they obviously weren't supposed to be there. They were like almost like too well adapted, because like they were adapted for like a dry season, which never came and never killed them out. So they were just like constantly in the perfect environment.
And obviously nothing kills a hippo.
Yeah, and no real rivals as well. So they just started dominating and then became a massive thing. And then the experts were like, right, we need to start killing them because like they're becoming an invasive species, like they're taking up too much resources and all this kind of stuff in the ecosystem. And they killed them, and because everyone like loves them so much, because like growing up in kids, they're all sweet creatures. Like the photo of the like hunters posing with the hippo caused like international outrage, and the like government signed in a law being like it's illegal to kill them. So they're just like, brilliant. There's all these hippos like charging through these small villages, eating all these, you know, people around Colombia, and there's not really much they can do about it.
But it's so cute. Do you reckon it like obtained any Latino qualities?
Like what?
Just like really curvy hips, and it was like this little sexy ass hippo just rocking down.
You can just start twerking like crazy. You just start shaking it.
Like the Indian and African elephants, you can tell by the ear size.
Yeah.
The African and Colombian hippos.
It's got big backs.
It's just cheek size.
What are
Colombians best known for?
Oh, I don't know if this can go on the internet. I've got a link if you want to.
Nope.
I've got a number or two, pal.
Oh no, I was hoping some sort of like well-known. They just love fiestas. Fair enough. They just love to party.
Well, they've got to have some sort of fuel to make them party that long, right? Surely.
Yeah. What would fuel them? What would fuel them that long? Didn't Pablo Escobar have like a? Wasn't he involved in some sort of?
I think he had a side hustle. He was famously a hippo trader, but I think he had a side hustle.
Yeah, like the way KSI has Prime Energy.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think maybe it was like a Tesco thing. Are there a crossover there? Like a little Tesco bar? Maybe he made the first cereal bar sold at Tesco's. Pablo's Tesco bar.
Would unironically bang. Should have gone the legal route, Pablo. This is sick. Whenever I see a bald eagle, there's such like a cultural clash between Brits and Americans. Like they always have a go at us for our bad teeth and muskets. We have a go at them for their high-powered rifles and eating lots of food. But the fact that they have bald eagles means that they definitely have one up on us there.
I'd be fuming if I was a bald eagle though, because like I'm not bald.
Yeah, that is true. Why are they called bald
I've
eagles?
just got a cool hat on.
That is terrifying.
I think it's because their body's all like brown, and then it kind of makes it look like they've just lost all the feathers on their head, so they look bald.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Do you reckon it genuinely was the first person that saw one went, bold idiot? And then they sort of like found out like down the line, like, oh no, they actually do have feathers on their head.
Let's find out. Etymology. Oh, the word bald refers to an Old English use of the word meaning white, since the head is distinctly feathered. So
we're all bald.
yeah. Well, no, because white head, I'm guessing like people that were bald were called white heads, and then that became like the bald. Do you know what I mean?
Just see a dermatologist.
You got too many white heads.
Old mate's hookup spot. What?
That's boring and weird.
Oh, just a couple Lizzies. Respect.
Double rainbow over the woods.
Where's the double at?
The second one's just there. It's quite faint.
Oh, I hate, like, you can't be claiming double rainbow when there's...
Double rainbow all the way across the sky. This is kind of iconic that the first time I have a partner on one of these videos, it's a male and we get a rainbow.
Was that a soft launch?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, this isn't nature is lit. The bull reindeer has just shed its velvet and the antlers are still covered in blood. That is so weird.
It's so odd because no other, correct me if I'm wrong, but no other mammal sheds. It's not like the sort of like scales of like a snake or something where they sort of shed, or like the exoskeleton of a little tarantula or something where they sort of, we don't, like, obviously we go for our skin and stuff, but it's not like a thing that we go, right, God, guess I gotta scalp myself on Saturday and then just sort of rip your whole, it's weird, right?
That's so true. And as well, like with snakes and stuff, like they come out clean and pristine.
Yeah.
Like when you look at it, it looks so clean and satisfying. There's a horrible intermediary stage.
How has evolution led to this, got to the point where it's like, yeah, this is a good way to do it? Why do they even need the coating on the outside? Could it not just be like a rhino's horn or tusks or something? Like, why specifically do antlers have...
I don't know. It doesn't really say. It just says that they need the blood for oxygen and nutrients to help the antlers grow quickly. How bizarre. I had no idea reindeer could see UV light as well. That is insane.
Damn, does that mean they could just see like cum everywhere?
Imagine your reindeer wife comes home after a long day at work. She's like, sorry honey, I was working late with the boss. And you're like, that's okay. Turn around and she's just glowing on the face. You're like, no!
Like the kids that have eaten the cookies, like, I didn't eat a cookie.
Yeah, the evidence is there, dear. Get it? Yeah. Well, I feel like this post is 4-star hand because this is supposed to be nature is lit and it's supposed to be all sweet and amazing. And this is terrifying. So it's time for us to go on to nature is... Oh, this one's called Damn Nature, You Scary. I don't know why I was calling it Nature is Terrifying. Probably just better click-through rate.
Damn nature, you scary.
Damn, nature, you scary.
Actually, is this even one that... Wait, nature is metal. Oh my god, pregnant gazelle eaten alive by African wild dogs.
Now we're talking, yeah. Dogs eating babies, that's what I'm here for.
So this is why I can't do an entire video on nature is metal, because like half of it is just not acceptable for YouTube. So we'll be skipping that one.
Let's just get our reactions to that shit. I want to still watch it.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh, damn.
This is like a real grounding thing because you're like, oh, nature's so sweet and look at all these cool, amazing things. And then you're like, nature isn't like immoral, but it's definitely amoral.
It just fucking sucks though, because they just got born into that. They didn't choose to be on the streets. They're not part of some sort of gang. They're just trying to live their goddamn life, and then suddenly a pack of wild dogs come around the corner and start eating your ass, and not even like a good way. They just rip your unborn child out and then just scram.
I know, and like it just, if you think about how many animals are just being like eaten alive
right now,
every single day, every single hour, every single minute.
Boom, gazelle dead.
Yeah.
That was a possum that just got absolutely cracked on by a velociraptor.
I saw one of like, I think it was a buffalo, just having its nuts being chewed by a lion. And I was like,
yeah,
this poor guy.
Oh, did you see the one where a crocodile bit the nose of a zebra? And then death rolled.
Yeah.
And then its whole face was just hanging off. And it was just trying to
skull.
drink.
Yeah. Do you get them on TikTok?
On my Twitter. Sorry, X. On my X.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ex just had tattoos of them all over her back.
Yeah, it's weird. I was speaking about this before, like being a like nature enjoyer means the algorithm just throws you loads of nature stuff and every now and then you get one and you're like, well, I could have done with not seeing that.
Yeah, but it just really opens your eyes like this.
Makes you really appreciate just being like sat at home somewhere that's like comfy, cozy, clean, safe.
And like your face is on your face. I like it when my face is on my face. I feel like if it was ripped off and not on my face, I wouldn't be having a good time.
Yeah. So true.
Don't know if that kind of a hot take, but you know.
You know when also I wouldn't be having a good time? If you walked into this face first. That is also terrifying.
What part of your body first would be the worst way to walk into this?
Straight hard, like having it pointed. Like hitting a bullseye, like a bow and arrow hitting a bullseye. Because I feel like this little thing would nibble on the end and you'd be like, oh. It would start wrapping it round in a, hey, like nature's condom.
Fully relaxed, spread-cheeked first, I reckon.
Oh.
And it just becomes a little trapdoor spider then. Changes up its whole occupation.
I feel like you could go home with a goth girl after a night out and she could just have one of these and just like, just put your thing in it and the spider just wraps around it. It's silk, ribbed for both of our pleasures. Oh my goodness. Is that a 6-month-old? A 6-month-old polar bear cub?
Damn.
Like, surely that as well, like being born and just being born a predator. You'd be like, being born and being like, oh, one of the first things you're like, oh, I'm a bit hungry.
Yeah.
Like loads of other animals are like, you know, getting brought berries and stuff or suckling and you're like just chowing down on a live seal.
And then we just give ours like Heinz squirty capsules of like broth.
Yeah. At 6 months old, like you've still got to spoon feed your little siblings.
Yeah, you still got to spoon the absolute shit out of that little thing.
And it's like pre-digested as well, the food we give it. And
yeah, it's just grim as hell. They don't give a shit. They're not fussy. Look, what even is that?
I wonder what animal it was. Oh, it just ruins it. Let's pretend it's strawberry jam and it's still really cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen these before. The Ganges river dolphin. They're like, there's barely any of them left. They live in extremely murky water and thus have tiny, essentially useless eyes.
Where is the eye there?
There, I think. That tiny thing.
What is the thing coming out of his mouth?
That, I think it's just drooling.
Also, those teeth on the dolphin is absolutely wild.
This whole creature is a bizarre looking thing. Is that like River Ganges in India? Yeah, it does literally live in the Ganges and the related rivers of South Asia.
Pretty privilege is kind of crazy, right? Because if somebody tried to swim with one of them, you'd be like, oh, mate, you had a stinker there.
Yeah, you wouldn't be impressed if that was on someone's Instagram, like them holding that. You know, you get those like people who go to Ocean World and kiss a dolphin like that with one of these. You're like, oh, grim.
Like, was that? Did you lose a bet? Why have you done that?
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, I guess if this is photos of the Ganges, if it's quite murky, I guess they just don't need the ability to see. It's wasted energy, so you just evolve out of having eyes.
That's interesting, because I swear that, I guess it's different. I was going to say that all the shit that lives at the bottom of the ocean just has massive eyes, but I guess that's just to try and take in as much light as opposed to being able to see through dirtiness.
Yeah, so it must just have different ways of identifying prey. Interesting. Wow, I guess this is nature. It's not really like biology nature, but the 1980 eruption of Mount St. Helens upscaled using 4K picture and advanced AI interpolation. Here's what the eruption would have looked like.
To just blow the side off the mountain, this one.
I think at the start,
I think it's
like
the whole side just fucks off, doesn't it?
Yeah, because have you seen the pictures of before and after? And it's like a full normal volcano, and then one that just has a massive gap. That is, you can tell it's a little bit AI generated, but see, this is the kind of stuff AI should be used for.
That's crazy.
Like taking actual information and just making it clearer.
How is that the easiest exit for it, to just blow the whole fucking side off?
I know. Can you imagine being like a little bird in there, just watching that come towards you and being like,
but then
brilliant.
Also, surely someone who's literally at the top on the other side would be absolutely fine. Like, it's not even gone anywhere down that sort.
Over on this side. You might be right. I wonder if it did all just go in that direction, or whether it kind of did start to go up and sideways a bit more, the pyroclastic flow just going everywhere.
You'd be so pissed, wouldn't you, if the path sort of looped around the mountain to go up to the top.
Yeah.
And you just held back to tie your shoelace or something. Suddenly you've been absolutely clotted by a volcano. The rest are just eating their fruit winders on the picnic.
Or imagine, we were talking about like animals like getting eaten before. There's probably like an animal being eaten in this forest being like, could this day get any worse? And then looks up and this whole thing's coming towards him. He's like, for fuck's sakes. Whoa. That's an insane shot.
That is insane, but I feel like a giraffe has the least intimidating silhouette.
Yeah. It really does.
That dorky looking thing stood in your doorway would not be scary at all.
I wonder how much fear big cats have coming up to them. Because have you seen them like lions trying to take down a giraffe?
Yeah.
And they just get kicked and trampled like crazy.
They're pretty quick, aren't they, giraffe?
Yeah, they are. And powerful.
Carnivorous pitcher plant.
Ugh. Getting a little help from a spider that lives inside it.
Oh, damn. Tag team in it. Respect.
So the plant attracts all the insects, and the spider just is there eating them. Well, the plant's like...
Yeah, what does the plant get out of this?
Do you think he splits his meals?
That's like me just opening my mouth and then a spider just going out and getting all the food that I reach out to put in it.
It'd be like me going, hey, George, I brought you dinner, and you'd be like, oh, thanks, and me just bringing it to your mouth and then eating it. You're like, right, well, you haven't really done me the favour. You skipped the important part.
How does the plant's not got a brain, so how does it choose to not eat the spider?
Also a great question.
How's it? Because they just operate off of like
touch,
like little feelers sort of things, don't they? Where they sense something and they're just like traps.
Yeah, like little hairs. That's true.
So how the fuck's the spider got around that?
Maybe the spider's got like more strength and agility. So like if it starts to close, it can like pry it open or move, and the plant's like, what's the point anymore?
Or maybe it's dropped an absolute clever bomb on it and it's spun its web around it and attached it to a branch above so it can't close.
Ooh, like kind of like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Wait, that's just like a spider. It's just the spider part of Spider-Man. My daughter caught this rainbow trout that looks like I had a recent run-in with an eagle. That's so unfortunate, but I feel like if you've had a fight with an eagle and then you bite on a hook...
It's time to go!
I initially thought when I saw that it had been shot, and I was like, who the fuck shoots a fish?
I thought that, but then have you seen that guy on TikTok that does it with a shotgun?
No.
He like drives through the sort of like, what are they called? The like Outer Banks marshlands type thing. You know, where they're on like boats that just like skim the top and there's a giant fan on the back.
Yeah.
He does that, goes through this bit where like a bunch of fish jump up in the air and just pulls out a shotgun and shoots them, and the fish just like explode. It's so bizarre. Again, it's one that you don't really enjoy watching, but like you'll scroll through and it'll come up and you'll be like, oh, why is he pointing a gun at the sky? And then a fish will come out and explode and you're like, oh. Also, did you see the guy that like was feeding fish barbecue sauce?
No? What? Have you seen the video of the barbecue sauce on titties? Have you seen that?
So I'm standing there, barbecue sauce on my titties. The man force feeds barbecue sauce and then he puts it back.
Right down the goal.
What? That is just...
Mohawk.
What? So what do you reckon that does to the fish?
Probably insanely cruel. I mean, I don't know.
Does it just make everything taste better?
Probably. I mean, it probably could taste it a little bit.
When the barbecue sauce finally wears out, he'll be going back to normal, just raw fish, to be like, oh.
Yeah, this is disgusting. Or he's just going to get eaten straight away by a far bigger fish, and that bigger fish is going to be like, spend the rest of his life chasing that high, being like, that was the nicest tasting fish I've ever eaten.
He's going to get back to his mates. I'm telling you, it was the best tasting fish I've ever had. I'm sure it was, mate. You said that last week. Oh, man, this one was different.
Yeah, I swear it was different. Had this smoky flavour. What the fuck is smoky?
What's with all the fish?
Why are we all... Oh, it's because we're on base fishing. On the base fishing subreddit. You identified that quickly. I didn't clock until about the fifth one.
How do we end up on base fish?
Oh, damn. Alligator lizard fighting back from the inside. Well, let me say that again. Alligator lizard fighting back from the inside. I keep saying from the inside, that's why. Oh, damn. Alligator lizard fighting back from inside the belly of a king snake.
Oh, damn.
This is what I'm like every video, but by myself.
Oh, damn.
That's weird, though. It looks like it's wearing it like an outfit.
Yeah. But it's not great disguise, is it, if you're a snake? Just another snake.
Yeah, just as another. I'm hoping it's still alive. I'm guessing the person who uploaded this was the one who took it.
And then do you reckon he just went, just pulled it out the other one?
It's alive. Wow, that's so weird.
Maybe they just live in harmony. He just stays in there, eats the other guy's food.
Oh, a duck with polydactyl. Look at that. 5 toes.
Huh.
I love it when you look at bird feet and you're just like, of course that's a dinosaur. Like, who would ever even question it?
Yeah, that is weird thinking about it. Just like looking at its leg and it's like that is a reptile. How's that not a reptile?
Yeah, that just straight up is the foot of a dinosaur.
Like, where does a feather even stick itself in that?
There's actually only one single point mutation that you need to go from these to feathers. Have you ever seen the chickens with feather feet?
Yeah, looks like they got some Uggs on.
Yeah, so it's not like the feathers are like inside the scales, like they are the scales have turned into that.
It looks like all the TikTok fashion kids who just wear the baggiest trousers that they can find.
Ew, black earth tongue fungus seen in New Zealand.
Glutinoglossum glutinosum.
Imagine walking through the forest and someone's just got one of these like on their ass. I just wanted to try it without any judgment.
Come on, mate, we're getting going. No, I'm cool here.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really tired actually. You guys go ahead.
Maybe that's what Arthur did on Three Peaks.
Oh yeah.
When he sat down to chill, he was actually just sat down on some black earth tongue fungus. He knows. we know your secrets, pal.
Number 15, black earth tongue fungus. The last thing you want up your butthole. This pack of rhinoceros lost half of its face during its life, likely because of a Nanoquosaurus attack. And thanks to the presence of healed bones in the inflicted area, paleontologists know that not only did it survive the predation attempt, but it thrived afterwards.
It just lost half its face and then just carried on chilling. And then they got wiped out and we carried on.
So it had its face bitten off and grew back bones where it was missing.
How does that even happen though? How do bones do that?
I don't really. Maybe they have better bone healing abilities than we do. I mean, I know you can like re-heal broken bones, but not if you lose half your face bones, they're not growing back.
Yeah, your skull comes off. You're not getting more skull back. You're getting bullied.
Yeah. Well, that is a fascinating end to a fascinating episode. Thank you so much for joining me, George Clarkey. I love animals and I love you.
Oh.
And we'll love you too if you smash the subscribe button. Make sure to subscribe so you can catch the next episode of Planet Arthur. Thank you, George, for joining me.
Or we'll rip half your face off.
See you on the next one.